Hey my beautiful Gemini peeps, what's going on everybody? It's Ann from CancerMoonsTarot and welcome into your yearly tarot reading for the year of 2024. How are you? I hope you guys are excited. So I do want to mention before we start, as always, if you want a personal read, you can check out my website, CancerMoonsTarot.com. That'll be the first link in the description below if you would like to book me there. Nonetheless, we're going to get started here for your year with three major themes of what you can expect in 2024. So let's take a look here at these themes and see what we got going on. What are going to be the three major themes here for Gemini? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus Zodiac coming on into the year of 2024. Let's go ahead and check it out. Starting out with your first theme, manifest. I freaking love it. Manifestation is awesome. So definitely manifesting some good stuff in here for your year. Many of you can be getting involved in spirituality. So maybe you're new to spirituality, you're new to law of attraction and manifestation, but you could be really sharpening your skills here this year, focusing on that, finding what works for you. That was kind of like the key thing for me when it came to manifesting in my life. Everybody has different methods and different ways. I don't ever believe that there's only one sole way to manifest. It's really all about what works for you. So you could be figuring out that perfect kind of method in 2024. Having a look here at the next theme, guys. We have here coming together. Hello. And taking a look here at the last theme for Geminis in 2024. We have here a dedicated effort. Dude, you guys are working hard this year, and I do feel like that hard work will indeed be paying off. So let's get into it. Now we're going to go by theme to theme. So we're going to start out here with our first theme. That would have been crazy if we got 1, 2, 3. As you guys can see, that's 1 and 2, but it's 1, 2, 8. But it's good you have an 8 here because actually in 2024, this is the year of abundance, 888. So it's really nice to see dedicated effort showing up, hard work here paying off for you, okay? But like I mentioned, we're going to go theme to theme. So let's start out here with manifest, and we're going to get our expansion cards, which will be with the tarot. So let's take a look, okay? Give me some expansion cards on manifest, the theme of manifestation for Gemini's year here in 2024. Let's go ahead and check it out. First set of expansion cards, Queen of Wands here to the High Priestess coming in for you. Taking a look here at the next set for Gemini. We have here the Ace of Swords. We have here the Devil. And let's go ahead and get one more set of expansion cards for you guys, and then we'll talk about it, okay? We have here the Sun. I love it. And we have here the Ace of Cups. I love it too. All right, Gemini. So let's get on into it. Now, in terms of manifesting, like I said, I feel like many of you are honing in on your skill this year of manifestation and law of attraction. You could be sharpening up on your skills if you already have been manifesting for quite some time. Some of you may be new to law of attraction. Maybe many of you that are watching this video could have had a spiritual awakening and you've been led here at this time, you know, to really focus on expanding your manifestation skills and coming into spirituality as, you know, a new person to it or new to it overall. Now, looking into your expansion set for the first two cards, Queen of Wands here to the High Priestess. This is the energy of learning to trust your intuition and have more confidence and faith in what you feel is truly right. This is a fantastic thing to see coming into the year of 2024. Because this is representative of, I'm at a point in time this year where I can really start to believe the things that I'm feeling, right? Your intuition is an incredibly powerful tool and asset. And if you pay attention to those intuitive nudges and really have faith and trust the process of where spirit's guiding you, you're always going to land in a really wonderful space. So I think a lot of you are connecting very heavily to your guides this year. You're really listening to your intuition. You're really listening to where you feel called. And if you follow through with where you feel called to with confidence, you're going to end up in the most perfect place in your life. Now, we also have here an Ace of Swords and we have here a Devil. Now, the Devil card in tarot typically represents what is keeping us stuck, what is holding us back. I think in terms of manifestation, if you've had difficulties in the past believing in it, difficulties in the past manifesting overall, this year changes that for you because Ace of Swords is a realization. It's representative that you're waking up to what was maybe holding you back this entire time. Did you have pre-existing limiting beliefs? Did you have people in your life swaying your decision or swaying your belief overall? In terms of manifestation, the fact is that your belief is what really starts to create the attraction in your life. The way I like to look at manifesting is that beliefs create your reality. So when you believe in something, you are able to attract it and manifest it. But there's a two-part to making a manifestation creation, okay? You want to have first and foremost belief in yourself, which is the law of attraction, the belief in your capability to bring something to life and create it in your world. Then you want to have the law of action, where you take action on what it is you believe in. So if you take action in something you believe in, then you're going to manifest it, okay? That's how I tend to really believe manifestation works. And if you have that two-part recipe, you're going to create a manifestation, okay? Anyhow, though, like I mentioned, Ace of Swords here to the Devil. What this really is about removing those pre-existing limiting beliefs or anything that was pretty much holding you back from manifesting in general. So we're removing those blockages coming into 2024. Now, we also have here the Sun and the Ace of Cups. Now, this is about manifesting happiness and abundance, manifesting love. I really feel like love vibes are strong this year for the Geminis, especially with coming together, showing up as your next major theme. So yeah, I think that many of you are starting to harness love. But remember, how do we manifest love in general, right? Well, first and foremost, for a person who can love themselves, they can love another person. So if you have love for yourself, you can love someone else. But also, what you do onto yourself is what is going to reflect back to you, because what you are putting out into the universe is what you get back, and you are the universe, right, Gemini? So if you can bring in self-love, and if you can embody the energy of love, you can reflect love out into the world and attract love back to you. So self-love is going to be a major theme this year, I feel, too, that's going to help you out in terms of manifesting love, romantic partnerships, genuine friendships, great relationships with family, great relationships with people. So really wonderful start here so far with this theme of manifestation. Let's get on into your next theme though, guys, okay? We're going to hop on into coming together. Let's get some expansion cards on the coming together theme for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus throughout 2024. Ten of Swords in reverse is interesting. I usually don't get reversals, so that was the first card. Looking at the next card, we have here the King of Cups. Let's get two more expansion sets for Gemini to clarify this coming together card. We have here the Two of Wands to the Ten of Wands, and lastly, we have the Justice here to the Star. I love it. So Team Gemini, let's get into it. Coming together, I feel like love is definitely going to be prominent here, but if we're not talking about romantic connections and romantic love in the year of 2024, you're coming together in general with genuinely good people to form great relationships. These can be platonic, these can be romantic, it'll be however it applies to you, but I do think for a good majority of you, there is definitely going to be a romantic connection showing up. Now, we have a Ten of Swords reversed here paired to a King of Cups, meaning that this is not a relationship or connection that just ends as soon as it starts. This is something that grows into a very matured, beautiful form of love flowing between two people. So this is a perfect time for long-term partnership, for getting to know somebody on a deep level in ways that you never have before. We also have here a Two of Wands paired to a Ten of Wands, choosing to not allow burdens to be the end of relationships, but recognizing where there are problems, there's also solutions. So I think one of the most amazing things coming in with this theme this year is that you're not trying to reinforce problems, you're finding solutions in 2024, which is going to strengthen the bonds in your relationships overall. So with the people you come together with, we're not giving up on each other in 2024. We're not throwing the connection away or the relationship away over a fight, a disagreement, or a burden. We're settling down and putting our heads together and working it out and figuring it out, which is really quite lovely to see. Looking at your last set of expansion cards, which basically just mean clarifiers, is going to be the Justice here to the Star. Justice card representing balance, Star card representing health, love, abundance, and a genuine connection where two people coming together are supposed to be on the path with each other. So I feel for you this year, you are not going to come across any person in any relationship by mistake. You are coming across these people because they are meant to be a part of your path. They are important to your path too, Gemini, because I do think that the people you're coming together with here in 2024 are going to really set the tempo for your year, and in ways are going to really genuinely positively impact your year too. Coming together could mean that you're coming together with people like mentors. Maybe people are mentoring you this year, really helping you out navigating through your life. Maybe you're finding really great connections in business and career, really great connection in friendships that are going to last a lifetime, or even romantic relationships that are going to last a lifetime here too. So looking at this theme of coming together, these are people that are going to make a positive impact on your year. and on your life for the foreseeable future. So that is a really lovely, lovely theme, okay? Getting on into our last and final theme, Gemini, we have here dedicated effort. I think you guys are going to bust your ass here in 2024, and dedicated effort can really resonate a lot towards career. So the money's going to pay off, right? You're going to get the money here. The hard work's going to pay off at the end of the day if you're busting your butt in career. However, though, whether we're talking about career and finance or dedicated effort to transforming your life or transforming your health or transforming yourself, you're going to see that those efforts, did not go down in vain, right? Those efforts really created something wonderful. So let's get our expansion sets here and see what's up. All right, let's go ahead and clarify dedicated effort. What information do we have here for this theme coming into 2024 for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? First set, we have here a Four of Cups and a Hierophant. Taking a look here at the next set, we have here the Strength card. We also have here the Queen of Cups, and taking a look here at the final set, Gemini, we have here the Empress, paired here with the Eight of Wands. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So let's get on into it. Now, as I previously mentioned, definitely a lot of effort coming into your year. I think what you've noticed, though, Four of Cups, when I ignore responsibilities, when I ignore my potential, I'm never going to live up to it. Right? So Hierophant here says, if there's anybody that I don't want to let down, if there's anybody that I want to actually commit to and better, it's going to be myself. And coming into 2024, this is where many of you decide to say, I deserve to be the best version of myself. I deserve to commit to myself. I deserve to not let myself down, but instead be proud of myself with the outcomes of this year in 2024. So this is about committing to doing what you set out to do. And having that kind of attitude, guys, is going to take you incredibly far in this year, which is super fantastic to see. Taking a look here at the next expansion set, we have here the Strength, we have here the Queen of Cups. It's not easy. I think it's an emotional challenge a lot, guys, to really push through when we can face situations that maybe we're not happy to be a part of, when we can face challenges, but having a very solid mental and also being incredibly disciplined is what carries people to the finish line. I feel like the Strength card here says, no matter what I go through emotionally with this Queen of Cups, no matter what I deal with or whatever challenges I may have to face, I'm going to make sure that I embody that energy of discipline so that I can overcome life's challenges and keep putting forth my dedicated effort no matter what. So you're building a very strong core foundation this year, a very strong mental this year, Gemini, in order to achieve what you set out to do. You are not going to disappoint here yourself, nor, I feel, other people. Geminis this year are getting shit done. Having a look here at the last expansion set. Beautiful. Empress card, growth, and the Eight of Wands here, another card identifying growth, but also identifying moving in the right kinds of directions. So Geminis, I feel like your dedicated effort is definitely going to bring forth so much expansion for you in ways you might not have even, seen coming. If we're talking about career, busting your butt in career this year could land you opportunities of a lifetime. This could be moving into a higher position. This could be actually about expanding your career to maybe where you're at a point closer to a boss or a CEO. For other Geminis, this could be about expansion in your relationships due to the effort you've put into them. This could also be about your own personal transformation. You've expanded so much as a person. You become somebody entirely different, but you're happy that you have because you become a person you are proud of, a person you genuinely love. And it's so great and amazing that you were able to transform into that, person in this timeline. Excuse me, guys, with my stuttering coming into play. Anyhow, though, Gemini, it's like I'm a person I'm proud to be. Point blank, period. So with a dedicated effort, guys, it's going to go an incredibly long way this year. And I feel like a lot of you are going to be in that motivated and dedicated space, and you're going to really see it pay off jumping into 2024. This is wonderful. Cool. I love it, guys. So these were your three main themes for the year of 2024. We're going to go ahead and now move forward into the next steps this year. So what we'll be looking into next are going to be your roses of the year. Now, what that means is it's going to be the high of the year, what you're excited about, what you are happy with, what you're accomplishing. It's going to be all the good stuff. So the roses of the year are positive no matter what. Okay, so we'll look at that. But just as there's a rose, every rose also has its thorns. So after we go through the roses, we'll take a look here at your thorns of the year, things that you might want to watch out for, things that we can avoid, as tarot is always 100% avoidable, And overall, we can work to avoid those situations as we see them come up in the reading. So let's get into the roses though. What's going to be the good stuff this year in 2024 for Gemini? Let's go ahead and get 3 roses for Gemini. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus throughout the year of 2024. What information do we got showing up here for Gemini throughout the year of 2024? Having a look here at your first rose, we have here an 8 of Pentacles, and we have here an Ace of Wands. A lot of expansion about career, guys, showing up this year. So I'm loving this for you. It seems super exciting for creating abundance, going further in your career, manifesting more money, you know. Having a look here at your next rose, we have here the Knight of Swords paired here to the 6 of Wands. And looking at your final rose for 2024, we have here the Knight of Pentacles, and we have here the 3 of Cups. Sweet. All right, guys, let's get on into it. So just as I did previously, we're going to grab expansion cards and clarify further all this information for your year ahead, okay? Now, let's get into our first rose that we have here. 8 of Pentacles to the Ace of Wands. One of the most beautiful highs of the year, guys, is honestly about what you're creating in terms of all the work that you're putting in. If you're creating a new version of yourself, that's something to be proud of and happy with. If you have expanded in your career or started a business that really began to take off, you are super excited about this too. So the highs of the year is honestly your hard work paying off. I genuinely feel like it's creating new forms of abundance for you, new timelines coming in for you. I like that the Ace of Wands here actually shows spiders. Now, some people might not be fans of spiders, but believe it or not, they're a good sign of money coming in. So I think that one of the biggest highs this year is that financially, you guys are looking quite comfortable, and it looks like there's a lot of financial expansion showing up here for Geminis. Now, this also could be about, though, your time, because Pentacles can represent finance. They could also represent time. So the time that you're putting in to things in your life that you want it to start, any new creation, any new beginning, it feels like it was time well spent. So one of the highs of the year is how creative you were able to be, how you were able to create something brand new and make it successful. You have the ability here to do that in 2024, so really do take advantage of it, okay? All right, Team Gemini, let's get on into your first expansion set here for this first rose. What information do we have here for Gemini? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus throughout the year of 2024. Let's expand on this rose. We have here a 6 of Wands, and we also have here a Hermit card coming into play for you as well. Yeah, there's a lot this year about your knowledge expanding. I genuinely see a lot of mentoring coming into, like having a role model, having somebody to look up to is going to be a high of the year for sure. So whether or not, by the way, you guys have a role model, you are just gaining tons of information and tons of wisdom this year that you can put into your life going forward. That's going to be an asset to you, okay? 6 of Wands is the card here of success, so I feel like your knowledge is your success. Your knowledge is your power. Really study hard this year, guys. If you are trying something new for the first time and you're brand new to it, look into it, research it, put that effort there. Reach out to people that could be a valuable resource too in helping you and aiding you in your success. But I think the biggest high of the year is just how much knowledge you're acquiring, okay? Like I mentioned here already, 8 of Pentacles all the way over here to this Ace of Wands for this rose. I mentioned to you guys that this year is going to be about seeing things come to life, being able to work and create what you've worked hard to create. So you have the ability here to do anything. If you want to start a business, you can very much so start a business. If you want to start something for yourself, whether that happens to be a new routine, you can bring that to life. You have the ability to bring things into your reality this year, but I do feel that knowledge is going to be key, research is going to be key, and education is going to be key at this time too. So really use that as an asset. A lot of the Gemini peeps I know in my life, you know, they love researching stuff. They love Googling stuff. They like reading. They like figuring out, you know, how to do things on their own. And I think I get a lot of those qualities because I do have a bit of Gemini in my chart. So I feel like I'm kind of the same way. Like I know if I have, you know, an issue with something, watch a YouTube video. Google it, you know, if I want to learn something that I've never done before, Google it, watch a YouTube video. So, you know, there's free knowledge out there all over the internet, all over the world. And also just by simply asking somebody who's well-versed in anything, you can gain knowledge for free too. So it's a wonderful asset, I feel. You know, your brain, your knowledge is power coming into 2024. Really use that as an asset this year. Because I feel like that's going to be one of the biggest highs is like just knowing how to do stuff is how I've created so much abundance. All right, getting your next set, Gemini, what do we have? We have here the King of Cups. We have here the Lovers. I actually do feel like something that's going to help many of you guys too is about focusing on what it is you love. Guys, when we are trying to create something, we really want to make sure we're invested emotionally and we're invested passionately into what we're looking to create. So let's just say this year you can create your own business, right? You want to make sure it's a niche that you enjoy, a business you enjoy, something you feel connected to here with the Lovers. You want to make sure too on an emotional level, it's something that you are happy with. It's something that you feel invested in, because once again, if you put your emotions into something that you love, and if you care about something that you love, not only are you going to create something wonderful, but it's going to be handled with care too. And that's the beautiful part. So taking a look here at this first rose, guys, I think you have the ability to literally be a big manifester this year, a big creator this year. If you're going to put the work in, you can make it happen 110%. I think knowledge is your biggest asset this year in creating and manifesting things. And I also think though too, focusing where your passion is, focusing where you're connected is what's going to give you the results of success. So really do be mindful of that as well. Okay. All right though, guys, moving on into your second rose of the year, your high of the year, we have here a Knight of Swords. We have here a Six of Wands. I think actually seeing success come to life for you based on the action you take is really kind of shocking in a way, but at the same time exciting. And I only say shocking because maybe previously in 2023 you found yourself have success, but maybe it wasn't everything you wanted it to be. Maybe in 2023 or previous years, you have took action to create things you've wanted, but maybe you've never felt as successful. I think the high of the year here, guys, with this rose is that I actually am seeing success come to life in my life due to the nature of taking charge with the Knight of Swords, going after what I want. So I do want to mention here so far, before we get into expansion cards, going after what you want this year is going to actually be successful because it's what you desire. Don't go after things that are like, get rich quick schemes or what other people want for you. If you stay focused on being in your own lane, the success you can have is immeasurable. Okay. Either way though, Gemini, let's get into it and take a look here at these expansion sets. So let's get some clarifiers here for the second rose for Gemini. As to their highs of the year, what's going on? We got here a Five of Swords. We got here a Seven of Cups. Moving forward from that, what other expansion set do we have? We have here a Ace of Pentacles, and we have here a Three of Pentacles. I love it. Yeah, Gems, I feel like you guys have struggled previously. You struggled in the past. Maybe it was 2023. Maybe it was years prior, but you've always kind of found yourself like confused. It's like, I have a plan for what I want, and then I try to put that plan in action, and then it didn't work out for me. So I think that in terms of how to be successful or gain success, it could have been a past or previous struggle, but what you're going to notice this year is that it's not. Success feels effortless because we're not trying so dang hard. One thing that I notice really holds back a lot of people sometimes in terms of success, and guys, by the way, success can be anything. It could be financial, it could be success in love, it could be success in your own personal transformation. So success is something that's going to be, individual to each Gemini who's watching. Anyhow, though, I think that in the previous years you've struggled because you didn't necessarily know how to get there. And I think that at the same time too, in the ways that you've measured your success, maybe in the past, because you didn't see everything pan out exactly how you wanted it, you might have felt like you weren't successful at all. One of the amazing things you're seeing this year is that you're focusing more on tracking your progress. Ace of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles. You're looking at what's working out for you. Whether it's a small victory or a big win, success is success. And I think that the biggest high of the year is that you're not pushing yourself or being hard on yourself for maybe not being exactly where you want to be. Let's say, for example, you have an intention or goal this year to have a business that earns six figures. Maybe by the end of 2024, instead of earning six figures, you made $87,000. That is still a fuck ton of money. Congratulations to you. And at the end of the day, you can still keep that intention for the next upcoming year to make that six-figure year. 87K versus 100K is almost the same thing. And at the end of the day, that's a major success and you should be proud of yourself. So the way that you're measuring your success this year is not necessarily about having to be at the destination of what you've set your intent out to be. It's about appreciating the victories you're getting, whether they're small or whether they're large. And the fact that you can do that and appreciate your small wins equal massive victories. And also being in this mind space is going to make you more of a successful person, because you're not going to feel like you need to be hard on yourself, and it's not going to sway or distract you from what you're working so hard to attain, right? A person, for example, who's too hard on themselves, they're going to get to a point where they burn themselves out. They're going to get to a point where they give up because they don't feel like they're winning. You're noticing progress is progress, no matter how big or how small it is. Therefore, that's going to help you be on track to continue to keep on working hard and be an even more successful person. So what a wonderful rose to see coming into play for you, and what a wonderful attitude you're adopting this year in 2024. It's going to help you out. Seriously, guys, everything that I'm mentioning here is such massive assets to you in having a fantastic year. So I love that this is the timeline you're on, and this is what we can expect to see coming out from you guys, and it looks really good. Having a look at our final rose of the year, Knight of Pentacles, Three of Cups. Knight of Pentacles is longevity, right? Something for the long term. And the Three of Cups is happiness. So I think this year, one of the biggest roses coming in for you is about finding yourself things in your life that are creating long-term happiness for many more years to come. This can be friendships. This can be a business that's going to be long-lasting and happiness for you. This could be finding your dream job, finding your dream person, whatever it is for you. You are creating long-term happiness for many years to come in the year of 2024. Let's expand on it and see what's coming up for you, okay? What information do we have for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in 2024? We got here a Wheel of Fortune. I love the Wheel of Fortune. And we have here a Strength card. And let's go ahead here and get our last set for expansion. We have here a King of Pentacles, gorgeous. And we also have here a Four of Wands, gorgeous as well. I mentioned earlier in the video, I really feel like a vast majority of Geminis are finding true love this year. And that is showing here with the King of Pentacles and the Four of Wands. That is representative of a relationship that is very, very, very communicating. Like, they communicate a lot. They're very committed to each other. They're very stable. So it has tons of stability behind it. So this year you could have long-lasting or long-term happiness in love. I am seeing for other Geminis though, you may be finding long-lasting happiness in something that may actually be with you for life. This could be the energy, excuse me, guys. This could be the energy of finding the job you're going to be working for the rest of your life, or finding the partner that you're going to be with till death do you part. So it's a time this year where you're finding something in your life that brings in genuine happiness for you, that's going to be for the long term, and it's going to be a massive change because it's going to be something that affects you for the next coming of years. Whether it's about finding friends, finding love, finding your perfect career, this is going to bring forth stability that I do believe is going to be carrying out within the next 6-year cycle for you. So it doesn't mean that after 6 years you lose whatever this is, but you have something coming in for the long term, okay? So that's a wonderful rose to see. Long-term happiness being created. I can't pinpoint exactly what area of life it's going to be, because it could be honestly so many different areas for Geminis, whether it's love, friendships, your work and career, whether it's you personally being happy with yourself. You can definitely expect this rose to be coming in for you for 2024. Okay, Geminis, this was wonderful. I loved your rose section. We're going to get on into the thorns here next, but I just have to say, man, you guys are looking at some wonderful highs of the year here in 2024, and so far your reading has been very, very lovely with everything we've been seeing so far, so I'm happy for you. If you've been enjoying this video so far today, of course, feel free to give it a like, and let me know if you're excited for this year in 2024 down in the comment section below, okay? All right, though, let's get into it. We're going to hop on into our thorns. Now, like I mentioned, every rose has its thorn, so we'll be taking a look here at some of the things this year that might be the lows of the year. So these are things we want to watch out for, things we want to avoid. So let's get on into it, okay? Starting out here with Gemini's first thorn for the year of 2024. What is going to be Gemini's first thorn? We have here a 10 of Cups, and we have here an 8 of Wands. Taking a look here at the next thorn for 2024. We have here the 7 of Pentacles. We have here the 3 of Pentacles. And taking a look at the last thorn for 2024. We have here a Page of Cups, and we have here a Justice card. All right, let's get on into your thorns, everybody. We're going to start out here first and foremost with the 10 of Cups and the 8 of Wands. This thorn to me is kind of picking up as walking away from what's already satisfactory. try not to walk away from happiness and fulfillment and search for more. I see a lot of people fall into this trap sometimes in life, guys, where it's hard to settle. It's hard to be happy with what they have. They just want to grow, expand. And I think that you might fall into this situation in 2024 where you have so much good stuff, good people, good energy surrounding you, but yet you still want to expand. I think that if you can allow yourself to appreciate what you've grown, what you already have in your life, rather than needing to only solely focus on growth, is going to be incredibly beneficial to you. So Geminis, be mindful of this in 2024, because you may walk away from something good in hopes to find something better, but then realize you walked away from the best of what you had, so you don't want to do that, right? Whether it's in love, career, etc. So try to be really, really mindful of a good thing and hold on to that good thing while it's in front of you here for 2024. But let's get on into your expansion set. What information do we have here for this first Thorn for Gemini? All right. What do we have? We have here a 9 of Wands, and we have here a Magician. Yeah, there can be things this year that look flashy and shiny, okay? But just because it's flashy and shiny, don't mean it's actually a diamond, okay? So with that being said, guys, really watch out for just jumping into something really quickly or too quickly and leaving behind a good thing. All right. I do want to mention here with the 9 of Wands. 9 of Wands here says take more time to research, which was a major thing coming up for a lot of you this year. Take more time to carefully look into what someone or who someone truly is, what a situation truly is, before you walk away from what's right in front of you. Because I feel like with the Magician showing up, there's going to be situations this year that can manifest that are unfulfilling, but they may show up like a dream, okay? So watch out for people who look too good to be true, situations that look a little bit too flashy. You want to make sure you take your time getting to know someone or getting to know a situation before you make an investment and potentially walk away from something really good you already currently have in your life. So try not to make any sort of impulsive changes or shifts. I believe Aries got this message too, and possibly even Taurus as well. So maybe this is kind of like a big collective message for everybody. But yeah, you want to be careful about this, okay, guys? Let's get our last expansion set, for Gemini on this Thorn. What else do they need to hear about this Thorn? We have here the Judgment card. We have here the Knight of Cups. Yeah, take a look at your situation and make sure you are judging it by how fulfilling it is to you, and also make sure that you are staying present and focused on the good stuff that you have in your life. The moment we start to get distracted on the good stuff we have, that's usually where we try to expand and find more to fulfill us. But I think that if we can appreciate what's right in front of us and stay present to that, that's going to be the most beneficial thing. So just watch out for too much expansion. All right, guys, try to enjoy the fruits of your labor. Try to enjoy where you're currently at. This is not me telling you guys you can't grow and expand, but don't grow and expand at the cost of losing something good that you have. That is just the main point of this Thorn, okay? You can expand on something great you have. You can expand on something new if you wish, but if it's at the expense of losing someone amazing or something amazing you have, you might not want to do that. You might want to make more time for more extensive research before you impulsively jump into something new, okay? Hopping on into your next Thorn, guys, we have here the 7 of Pentacles, and that's going to be followed up here with the 3 of Pentacles. Now, 7 of Pentacles represents investments. Be careful, guys, in terms of only investing in what you feel, believe, or think will work out for you. Try to be in the energy this year of optimism where even if you never thought in a million years something could happen or work out to you, what if it did? Try to be in that mentality, because I feel that you could be missing out on so much by only focusing on what's practical. You can miss out on so much this year only focusing on what's believable, right? What I think I could do. Try to make sure that you recognize that you are capable of doing literally anything you wish and desire to do. Because I see Geminis here missing out on opportunities just because they're thinking too practically, just because they're thinking that At the end of the day, you know, it's hard to do this, so it probably wouldn't work out for me. Try to be as optimistic as you can, because you never really know, all right? For example, you know, when I started this YouTube channel, I didn't have like all the faith in the world necessarily that this was going to work out and be a thing for me, but I was optimistic about it, and hey, you know, it was like a 1 in a million type of thing, but it ended up happening for me. It ended up working out for me, right? So I think it's important, guys, to give things a chance, even if it seems unlikely, because you could miss out on something really cool. All right. So that's one of the thorns I'm seeing here. I see some of you guys missing out on something you thought was unlikely to happen for you. And truth is it could have. Okay. So let's get our expansion sets and see what's up. Let's expand on this thorn here. All right. This thorn is pretty much don't miss out on something just because it seems unlikely. Give things a chance. Try. We have here a Queen of Cups. We have here an Ace of Swords. Yeah, I think that listening to your emotions is a powerful thing. I think that listening to practicality is a good technique. I think that we should be practical about things in life, but I also think, however, we should be imaginative and creative. Ace of Swords here says, get out of your head in terms of focusing on what is most likely to happen and most not likely to happen. Reduce your limiting beliefs. Open up the fact that you're competent and you can do anything that you put your mind to. I really feel like that's what these two expansion cards are trying to say. If you can focus on having faith in yourself and putting your mind to something, you can make it happen regardless of whether or not people say you can do this or can't do this, or whether or not you have doubts, okay? So remember, limiting beliefs are a factor. If we have a limiting mind, we're going to live a limited life. But if we allow ourselves to think freely, to believe in our competence, to believe in the fact that we can do anything, we will live a life of abundance. So really try to watch out for limitation, okay, in your beliefs. Removing those limited beliefs, guys, that's what's going to help you do anything you put your mind to. All right, moving forward on this thorn, we have here the Two of Pentacles, and we have here the Five of Pentacles as well. All right, so I think that with the Two of Pence showing up here to the Five of Pence, this is pretty much saying that try not to wait too long too on giving things a chance, because that still may put you at a point where you miss out on what you've wanted. So Geminis, take opportunities as they come and go. Be optimistic about them in the year of 2024, because if you wait too long on opportunities, you may miss them. And if you don't take them at all, just because you don't really believe in yourself, then you're going to miss out on those opportunities nonetheless. An optimistic attitude can be powerful this year. And hey, even if you try something and it doesn't work out for you, at least you know it didn't work out, and that's okay. It's better to try and not succeed than to never try at all. And I feel like that's what this major thorn is talking about. So really be mindful this year, guys, of not missing out on opportunities. Don't sit there and limit yourself. Open up and expand yourself. Tell yourself you're competent. You are. Tell yourself you can do anything you put your mind to. You can, okay? Do not create limiting beliefs. Let's try to be as open and as open as possible here to be receptive to what the universe can provide and what we can create and manifest, okay? All right, everybody, hopping on into our last and our final thorn for the year of 2024. Let's talk about it. We have here the Page of Cups, and we have here the Justice. Justice signifies balance, and the Page of Cups here signifies the energy of what you can offer. I think you want to be a little bit careful this year, guys, of over-investing, oversharing, with your energy, overextending your energy in 2024. Try to keep it as balanced as possible, right? You want to make sure you're in equal give and take situations. And I see with this pair showing up, this thorn showing up, you may find yourself in situations in 2024 where you're overextending your energy, and equal give and take is actually what's lacking and what's missing. Now, whether we're talking about friendships, romantic relationships, career and business and finance, you just want to make sure that you're not getting taken advantage of, as you are providing as much as you can and not getting much in return, okay? So try to really strive for equal give and take in all areas of your life for 2024. But let's get our first expansion set regarding this thorn. What do we have for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? Yeah, the Devil here to the Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups here meaning the energy that you give, the love you give, the energy overall. And then here comes the Devil. You know, somebody here who's taking and taking and taking, and they're keeping you trapped in this cycle where you're constantly giving and they're only taking. You're not receiving anything here back. So really watch out for situations like this, whether it's about working under a greedy boss in 2024, being involved in a person romantically who doesn't really show much love and care, and they're just taking and taking from you, whether these are greedy friends. You want to make sure you don't find yourself stuck in scenarios like this, as it is going to harm you rather than help you. Let's get our last expansion set regarding this Thorn for Geminis. Moving throughout the year of 2024, we have here the Nine of Swords, and we have here the Death card. Yeah, Gemini, if you find yourself feeling unfulfilled and unhappy in connections with people or situations where you feel like you're just giving the most that you can and not getting the rest that you deserve back, I say here with the Death card, confront this person. Ask for change. Strive for change. But at the end of the day, if the opposing party or opposing energy isn't willing to work with you, then let these situations go. Let's say, for example, you're in a relationship, you feel like you provide a lot for your partner, maybe you don't feel like your partner pays you back in that same respect. Talk about it, have a conversation, communicate to your partner about how you feel. However, though, if they change nothing, don't settle for less. You know what you're worth, you know what you deserve, and you know that you deserve equal give and take and balance. And if situations where people are not going to provide that to you, then why do they deserve your overextending energy and you going above and beyond for them? They don't. So don't settle for less here, guys, because I do see some of you potentially in a situation like this year, and I don't want to see any Geminis getting taken advantage of. So really be mindful this year that you are not settling for less and that you are making sure your situations do indeed have equal give and take, okay? All right, Team Gemini, these were the Thorns for the year of 2024. Things to watch out for, things to avoid. So definitely do keep that in mind. If you want to get a notepad out maybe and rewatch that section and take a look at some things to avoid, feel free to. But those were just a few things for the year, so definitely keep that in mind, okay? All right, though, Team Gemini, we have finished up our roses, our thorns, our three major themes. The very last and final part of this video for your year of 2024 is going to be how can Gemini become their greatest version in this year. So let's get on into that, guys, and see what's going on. What can Gemini do here, please? Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, to become their greatest version in the year of 2024. Let's go ahead here and take a look. Starting out with the first card, we have here the Strength. Taking a look here at the next card, we have here the Judgment. We also have here the Star card and the Wheel of Fortune. And taking a look here at one more pairing as to what you can do, Page of Wands here and the Ten of Swords in reverse coming into play too. So how to become your greatest version in 2024? Well, first and foremost, I mentioned this to every sign before we looked into the tarot. In order to become your greatest version, you have to ask yourself, who do I want to be? Because you have a choice each and every single day to show up as the person you desire to be. If you don't want to be who you were yesterday, you can choose to be somebody brand new today. So don't fear reinventing yourself. Take advantage of that. If there is a version of yourself, take the time to look into it. How would you be? How would you show up? What energy would you carry and put into the world? How would you dress? What kind of occupation would you have? Get freaking creative with it, as creative as you can. And when you find that version that you want to become, all you got to do is embody the energy that version of yourself would carry, and you can literally transform today. So just want to make that a point here, Gems. Anyhow, though, looking at what the tarot has to say, if you want to become your greatest version in 2024, Judgment here to the Strength. Be very mindful of how harshly you can judge yourself, because we all can be our biggest critics, and it's not always the most beneficial thing to do. I think it's awesome to be real with yourself, honest with yourself, blunt with yourself, but I don't think it's good to put yourself down. So if you want to become your greatest version in 2024, really removing the negative or toxic side of that inner critic speaking to you will be powerful and beneficial. Try to be the critic of yourself that has a motivating and a positive uplift to it, right? At the end of the day, we should all critique ourselves and be aware of when we're not doing the best or when we can be doing things better, but we want to do it with love and do it with kindness, not do it with an energy of negativity or an energy of trying to put ourselves down. So really one big thing to be mindful of here so far. Having a look at the next thing we can do to be our greatest versions, Page of Swords here to the Ten of Swords reversed. Do not give up or walk away from what is capturing your interest, your excitement, and what is making you feel passionate this year. make sure at every given moment in time, you are focusing on what you're happy to do, what you're happy with, what makes you happy, what's bringing in passion, what's bringing in excitement. You don't want to remove yourself from those energies, because the more, not even the more, overall, the more we focus on, guys, the stuff in life that makes us happy, the more success we end up creating nonetheless. If you're working a job you love, chances are you end up making more money at that job because you love what you do. If you're around friends that you love and care about, you have a better time. If you're in love with somebody and you're connecting with somebody romantically and you're super passionate about them, you have a better and more healthier relationship. So please do make sure you are not spending time giving your energy this year to things that don't serve you. Give your energy to what serves you in 2024, okay? And lastly here, everybody, Wheel of Fortune here to the Star card. Wheel of Fortune represents big changes, and the Star card represents your path. If you want to become your greatest version this year, don't be afraid to go big or go home. Don't be afraid to completely revamp and change the person you are and the life that you have. Getting out of the energy of comfort and acknowledging that it's okay to have a different lifestyle, have different friends, have a different job. It's okay that different energy is showing up is what's going to make you very successful. Because if everything stood the same, would anything change at all? If everything stood the same, Gemini, would you have that wonderful life you've always wanted to live that you've dreamed of? No. So take into account this year the life you want to live. What is your dream life? What is the dream version of who you are? And set out there and make the applicable changes. You know, doing the same shit every day is always going to give you the same result, but allowing yourself to change things, even if the changes are drastic, is what's going to get you the result of something completely different in general, right? So if we want to be living our best lives and be our best selves, we have to make those changes applicable. We cannot continue to be that same person. So don't be afraid to own a new version of yourself. Own new habits. Don't be afraid to be completely different, even if people don't resonate with you anymore, which you may see in 2024. As we become our greatest versions, as we shift and become different people, we may no longer be in vibrational resonance with individuals we used to be in vibrational resonance with, or situations we used to be in vibrational resonance with. So you can see changes happening there, but understand that whatever we may no longer be associating with, that's the universe's way of saying, hey, you're on a new vibration. You're also attracting new people and new energy. So right now we're making room for those new people, those new situations and instances to come forth in your life. So Gemini, even if you may feel like you're losing people, you're going to be gaining new situations and people and environments as you're becoming and stepping in to your greatest version. So really something to take into account here too. All right, everybody, let's get on into the overall outcome of the year, and then we'll finish up your reading here today, okay? All right, guys, what's going to be the overall outcome for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus throughout the year of 2024? What do we got here, Team Gemini? And we got here the 8 of Wands. Guys, I think this year is the year where you finally start to see the growth that maybe you had a hard time finding in previous years. 8 of Wands here represents going in the right direction. You really are. 2024 is going to show you that. It's going to show you that you're going in the right direction. It's going to show you as well that you were always capable, even if you didn't believe you were in the past. And it's going to show you that there's a lot of more exciting things coming in for you for years to come. I really feel like Geminis, for some reason, I keep getting 6 years, like a 6-year cycle. In the next coming of 6 years, like you have so much to look forward to in terms of growth and expansion, in terms of really significant and important events and people coming into your life. So even though 2024 looks spectacular, like you have so much more to look forward to, I think, in years to come. And that's what's super exciting here with this outcome, okay? All right, Team Gemini, with that being said, y'all had a great reading here for the year of 2024. I love and appreciate you. If you made it all the way to the end, you're a real one. I know these readings are super long, so thank you for that love and support. And if you enjoyed the video, drop a like and leave a comment below. Let me know if you're excited for this year. Let me know what you're interested or what you're interested in doing or what you're doing. Give me an idea, okay? As always, everybody, if you would like a personal read, you can check out my website, CancerMoonsTarot.com. First link in the description below if you'd like to book me there. But Team Gemini, have a wonderful rest of your year, and I will catch you all in the next video. Much love, and have yourselves a good one. Peace.